We are live. I am live. How are you doing? How is everyone doing? Today is the day, a beautiful day. So I hope you guys are doing good. And of course, I have my blow dryers right here because that's what the topic of today is going to be all about: blow drying your hair. And well, we're going to have some live chat questions. So let's position this better. And let me bring my friends closer to me. Welcome everyone joining us. If this is your first time joining our live chat, I would like to know where you are joining us from. And as we always do in the format, hello, in the format of this live chat, we always start off with talking about the main topic of today. Let me set up my computer here. We're running a little bit behind today, about 3 minutes behind, but I don't think 3 minutes behind is a bad thing, right? So you guys remember, thumbs up. Let me see your thumbs up. If you are here and you are ready for this live chat, let me see your thumbs up. I'm excited. And why am I excited? I don't know. I'm just excited that today is a wonderful day despite. Let me tell you something. Let's start with the topic. The topic is blow drying. Ugh, I said blow doing. Blow drying. Look at me making a mistake. Is blow drying bad for natural hair? I can't believe I made a mistake by saying blow during, because what's making this. My autocorrect is the one that I'm going to blame today. My autocorrect. So is blow drying bad for natural hair? Now let me tell you something. How many of you blow dry your hair? Let me see. How many of you blow dry? You know, in the comment area, if you're watching this in the oh, you didn't notice? Yeah. Let me see if you're watching this in the rewatch or whatever. Let me know if you blow dry your hair. Let me know how often you blow dry your hair. Let me know what you use to blow dry your hair. But blow drying, to determine if it's bad for you, some people say blow drying is bad, maybe because of prior experience that they've had. Yeah, excuse that. Maybe because of prior experience that they've had, or maybe because of experience that they've heard about, so they now say blow drying is bad for their hair. You have to know one thing. One thing is this. Number one, if you are not protecting your hair effectively, efficiently before you start blow drying your hair, you will have problems. You will have those issues where your hair will have heat damage. If you don't know how to blow dry your hair, stay away from the blow dryer. Don't even go near it. If you trust someone else to blow dry your hair, go to a professional. The time when blow drying becomes really bad for your hair is if you are doing it consistently, if you're using the wrong type of blow dryers or so, if you're not, of course, protecting your hair with a heat protectant, and also if you're using too much heat in your hair. So if you use too much heat in your hair, you will not be able to know when you've already damaged your hair. There's some people that do heat training, and I don't know if you've heard of about that term before. Heat training is a process where you keep on applying heat to your hair on a regular basis, and your hair, be it natural, it becomes like as if it's relaxed. I have a friend, she has always heat trained her hair, and her hair looks as if it was relaxed, until she told me recently, I was like, oh, you relax your hair? She's like, no, I have never relaxed my hair. And I'm saying, how about now? Come on, your hair looks as if it has been relaxed. You put chemical in it or straightener. She's like, no, I have not. I said, what happened? She said, I use heat on my hair. Every now and then she goes to a beautician and she uses heat, and that is what she likes. That is what works for her lifestyle. That is what works for her. And so I'm like, okay, shikina. Whatever works for you is good. So if you're someone that you want to heat train your hair, then you can do that. But if you're someone that you want to maintain your natural hair, your natural curls, you have to be mindful of those factors. Using heat protectant, using the right type of heat, and using the right amount of heat and all that stuff. So let's have a conversation. What are you guys saying? So we have here our moderator. Thank you so much. Quarles and Glory is moderating our live chat as usual. You can find Quarles and Glory on their blog, quarlesandglory.com. You can also find them on their Facebook page, on Instagram, on all social media outlets. She also has a YouTube channel that you guys should check out because she also does live chats and fun things like that. I love her. She's been a guest at my home. My kids love her and she's a sweetheart. So I just want to say thank you so much, Quarles and Glory, for joining us and also for moderating this live chat. So it's time for Q&A session. And before, I'm so hyper today. You know why I'm hyper? I'm hyper because I had a wonderful conversation with my mom while I was making ila ala sekpo. And ila ala sekpo is okra soup. I added some spinach to it with the right taste, and my husband is enjoying it. And it's, oh, you know, when as a wife, when you cook and everybody's licking finger, you know you've achieved something. So yeah, so I'm drinking my Coors water, not sponsored. So yeah, let's get started on these questions. I've never had this water before. It tastes like tap water. It tastes like any water. It's refreshing though. Okay. So let me show you my heat protectant of choice. This is the heat protectant of choice that we've been using for years and years and years. It is Tresemme Thermal Creation. It works really well. The blow dryer we've been using, we have this blow dryer. This is the Infinity Pro. I love it because it also comes with, it has a nozzle that you can use when you're doing tension method. Tension method is when you're blow drying your hair and you hold your hair like that and you just go like this. Tension method is one of the safest ways of blow drying your hair because your hair is not, the heat is not going directly on top of your hair. Now, we just bought this. We have videos on Discovery Natural channel. There's a playlist which I know Quarles and Glory will put out there. There's a playlist called Blow Dry Natural Hair. You guys can go there to see all the ways you can blow dry your hair. Now, this heat protectant is called, take a picture, Tresemme Thermal Creations. If you go to amazon.com/shop/discovery natural, you will see all the products I'm talking about here. You'll see it on that website. This is the blow dryer that we just bought. It has a brush kind of bristle. It's not too short and not too long. It's very light. I used it on my daughter's hair and her hair came out well. I have some pros and cons on this. I tried to use it on my youngest daughter's hair and my youngest daughter's hair was like, stop it, she's tender-headed. If somebody is tender-headed, do not use this because yeah, it's gonna hurt them. Instead, do the tension method. With the tension method and with blow drying your hair, you can actually, if you're afraid of heat damage, you can actually use cool hair. Okay, blow dry on cool. When and how should you blow dry? Blow dry on cool if you're someone that you have high porosity hair because it closes the cuticles. Now, if you have low porosity hair, you can use heat to absorb the products in. So you can see that blow drying your hair has some positive and some negatives. It all depends on how you blow dry your hair. So let's get to the questions right here. And I'm going to start with saying salutations and hello to Miss Empress, to Daphne, Rodeli, and Kissel, Alfreda Wald. Oh, a lot of our people, popular people that I always call them, our familiar people. Abby, Kat, Marcia, welcome everyone. And Miss Blue, hey girl, my friend in my head. This is my BFF friend in my head. But thank you so much for joining us. So, yeah. So let's start with the first question that I see. I see that Miss Empress, she said that I blow dry my hair and I start, then she gets frustrated. It can be a headache, blow dry your hair. That's why you don't see me blow dry my hair a lot because I'm like, too much wala. I'll just straight my hair and I'll get the same result. Why torture myself? And as a woman, that is nearing that age of menopause. The heat, you get all those heat flashes, and I'm like blow dry my hair and I'm glycerin. There's a video where I'm actually blow dry my video that I did a year or 2 years ago. I'm blow dry my hair and you can see me sweating. I was just like, oh my gosh, this thing is too much. So if you're someone that is going through, the regular woman's growth pattern of menopause or whatever, you don't want to be near blow dryers. Just do something. Roller set your hair or do something else. Okay, let's continue. Uh, so let's see. Hello. So Miss Cause and Glory, she didn't have such a good experience. So yeah. So she said that she went there last year to blow dry her hair, but she went to incorporate blow dry this year easily to style stretch hair, but her hair felt dry. Now let's talk about that. When your hair feels dry when you're blow drying, before you blow dry your hair, if your hair is that kind of hair that easily when it's hot outside and it gets dry quickly, you want to start maybe a week or 2 weeks before that, deep condition your hair regularly, because you want to infuse as much moisture into your hair to reduce that dryness. Even before you blow dry your hair, do a protein treatment to strengthen your hair if your hair kind of breaks easily with blow drying. Number two, use a moisturizing deep conditioner to infuse moisture, and then do the LOC method, moisturizer, or LCO method, and seal in the moisture really well. Grapeseed oil is a good one. People use grapeseed oil as a heat protectant. I've used grapeseed oil before. It has worked fine, but I just trust something else that has silicone. Silicones help you if you're someone that you are prone to getting heat damage. Silicones, actually, one of their purpose is also to protect the hair when you are doing putting heat on your hair. Okay, so hi Dora, hi Catherine, welcome everyone. I just love having this nice group. Somebody I've not seen, maybe I've not scrolled down, I've not seen Nancy. So hopefully she'll be here. Let me keep on scrolling. Oh, hi Nancy. So I see Nancy has joined us. It's so, you guys are like my little, we're having this little chit chat girl time, and we have some guys that pop in once in a while, but this is so nice. So yeah, so Alfreda, she likes okra soup. On DN Vlogs Live, which is my family vlog channel, I have a playlist of recipes. I've not yet put my okra soup recipe there. Ask me why. Oh, I don't know. I need to put my okra soup because I cannot be enjoying all this okra-ness together. I know people are like, Auntie Shola, when are you going to make okra gel for your hair? I'm telling you, the way I like my okra soup, you would think that, this woman, I like my okra soup so much that if I put okra soup and make okra gel, you will see me while I'm doing my hair with the okra gel. I'm like, and I don't want that at all. Before we continue, if you've not yet subscribed to Discovery Natural channel, make sure you subscribe. If you've not given us a thumbs up on this live stream, give us a thumbs up, share this channel with everyone. If you enjoy our time together right now, please share on Facebook groups, share everywhere so that other people can enjoy this get together time. So let's move on to the next question. So Catherine says, is the tension method really a safer way to blow dry your hair? For me, I feel it is much better, but then again, you have to be careful the amount of heat you put in your hair. So the tension method, as I said earlier, when you pull your hair like that and you go like this, if you're using high or those blow dryers that are set really hot and you are doing it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, it will damage your hair regardless of protectant. Okay, so everything in moderation, okay. So I already said what the heat protectant is. Miss Empress says, I have no choice but to do the tension method since she broke the comb. That is the thing. I had those combs. You know those combs that you can buy? There's one actually that is called universal comb. It's like a fork, like this, and you attach, and it's attached to any kind of blow dryer. those ones you have to be careful about. If you don't buy a good quality one, when you are blow drying your hair, especially if you are taking chunky sizes, it will break, and then you'll be picking out the teeth of the comb. So be very careful when you do that. Does an effective heat protectant have cotton silicone? Yes, I just mentioned it. Yes, it does. The best ones do. If you want to try grapeseed oil, be my guest, but I I just prefer that. Okay, so let's continue. The next question that I have is Alfredo says she's low prostate. Oh, and she found the regular aloe vera juice at Walmart. Okay, good, good. And that aloe vera juice, let me tell you something. Aloe vera juice, put it if your hair tolerates aloe vera juice, okay, and you find out your hair tolerates, you put it in your spritz bottle and use it as your, mix it with some water, or you can take the aloe vera juice and mix it with green tea, and you can create your own nice spritz that helps with shedding and all that other stuff. So yeah, doing, thank you. I Katina, welcome, welcome. And I missed Angela, welcome to the live chat. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody else. Yeah, and Katina, you are correct. When you blow dry, if you do it in smaller sections, that really works good, because then, because if you take your hair in big sections, you are running the heat more, because you're trying to, the hair will be wet, you know. So if you go smaller section at a time, 1 2, smaller section 1 2, that works really, really well. Yeah. So Abby says, do you blow dry your girls' hair to trim them? No, I don't. I don't blow dry their hair to trim it. I only blow dry their hair, which my youngest one, this was the first time I ever blow dried her hair. My oldest one, I blow dried her hair, I want to say 3 times. This, using this one was the first time, third time. But to trim their hair, I just put their hair into sections and just trim it, which we are really due for a trim. Yeah. So yeah, the noises of blow, let me tell you, for those that want to know how loud my blow dryers are, this is the newest one. I like this one. I find that when we blow dry with this one here, it actually doesn't take so long. The tension method takes longer, but this one doesn't. So let me let you guys hear. And this one has 3 settings. Let me put it like this. You can see the settings: high, low, cool, and off. Yes. So this is it. Let me put it, that's low. Okay, so that's low. And then I'm gonna show you what high. That's low, that's cool. Now this is low. Okay, that's low. And then high. I know I just scared Quarles and Glory because she doesn't like that noise. I'm sorry, sister. So that is that one. Now this one, I'm going to tell you guys, sorry about that. I'm trying to get all the plugs. I had to put the extension cord and get all the plugs in here. So we are making a mess of everything right now. So I'm going to plug in this one right here to show you the sound of this one. It's louder. It's much louder. Okay, so that is the, let's plug that back in and reposition ourselves here. Okay, so yeah, so those are loud. Yeah, I just messed up my whole setup. Yeah, okay, bear with me 1 second here. Perfect. So yes, so they are loud. They are loud. This baby is right here. They are loud. Okay, yeah. Rodelle says she. Do you Okay, I get blow dryer. Can I still do natural hairstyle if it's flat iron? Yes, you can still do natural hairstyle. The only thing is this: if your hair is heat trained and you blow dry and straighten it all the time, it's almost like working with relaxer hair. You know, you can do twist out, but your twist outs will not be as full, and it all depends on your hair density. So if you have a lot of hair, you have high hair density, and you do a twist out on flat iron hair, you have a little volume but not as much. If you do updos, you might not have enough fullness and stuff. So it all depends on your hair density and how straight your hair is, because you know some people, when they flat iron their hair, you'll be like, did you really flat iron your hair or is it just blow dry? Okay, so the next question: is the stream glitching? Anyone, are you having problem with the stream, please? I'm so sorry about that. Yeah. Okra gel, I've never used okra gel. Some people, I don't know, you know what, I'm almost tempted to, but you know, I told you earlier that me and okra, the only way where okra is going on this body is in my mouth. So yeah, let me fix my lighting. Oh, yeah, okay, sorry about that. Now let's continue. Oh yeah, Michelle, welcome, Michelle. Michelle says she's allergic to aloe vera. I'm so sorry about that. Oh. Now the next question is Alfredo says, I wish I knew this information this morning. She pre-pulled over and finished her hair this morning. Wore a hat to church. I washed my hair this morning, and you see how dark it is. I'm gonna have the video. I use molasses on my hair, so I have the video. I'm gonna work on the video tonight so that I can have it to you guys tomorrow. She mixed juice with grapeseed oil, no water. It's okay. However, if you find that your hair doesn't feel just right, dilute the aloe vera with water next time. But you don't really need to, but try it out. And welcome, Mom of Four. She's also one of our moderators. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You can find Mom of Four on her channels, and she'll post her channel in the comment area. So if you can please post your channel, that would be awesome. But you can always find that Mom of Four channel, and her daughter is having starting a locks. She started a locks journey. So yeah. Okay. Yeah. Would you recommend blowing your hair out after moisturizing hair? If you feel you need to blow your hair out, yeah, you can do it after moisturizing. Just don't make it an habit of always blow drying your hair. Because when you start making it an habit, then that's when you have tendency of heat damage and all that stuff. There are different ways to get that blow dried effect without blow drying your hair. So one way is to thread your hair, African threading. So if you go to the Discover Natural channel and you go to the African threading playlist, you see different ways of doing such. So yeah. Okay. So let's see any more questions anyone is asking. And I'm going according to how much question people are asking, and we will, you know, taper down the chat. So we're around 23 minutes. If we don't get more questions, we will probably round this off in 30, you know, by 30 minutes mark. But that's about it. So I told you guys that this morning I washed my hair. I did a molasses treatment on my hair, and I have had this recipe for a while, but I've never really tried it all. What does molasses do? You guys will find out tomorrow at 4 p.m. Central Time. I'll be talking more about molasses on Discover Natural channel, showing you how to make the hair mask. And then this week also, I'll be doing a video talking more about protein treatment, DIY protein treatment, the effectiveness of that, and other stuff like that. So one question Abby just had is, do you use aloe vera juice and green tea as a moisturizer? I use them as a starter to my moisturizing process. So, you know, when you moisturize your hair, you use a process. For me, I like layering products. So I use the LOC process of moisturizing your hair. What does that mean for those people that don't know what it means? LOC stands for liquid oil cream. And some other people also use the LCO method, which stands for liquid cream oil. There are other methods out there. There's another one that people call the LOG. I'm sure you guys have never heard that before. LOG method is liquid oil. Can you guess what the G is? The G simply stands for gel. So they'll do liquid oil and gel, and then they'll use the gel as the sealant. If you're deciding to do the LOG method, it works really well if you use an homemade gel like my flaxseed gel, which you can find on Discovery Natural, or you can use aloe vera gel, which you can use the plant or whatever. And yeah, and you can also try another method known as the LOCO method. The LOCO method stands for liquid, oil, cream, and oil. Now that oil will be like a sealant, okay? The last O, it will be castor oil or a thick oil that kind of seals in that moisture. There's another one. All these acronyms people come up with. There's also the LOB method. The LOB method is simply liquid oil and butter. Okay, and the last one, of course, which I love, is the LOCS method, which is just liquid oil, cream, and sealant. Sealant, shea butter. Okay, so now you guys have known so much about all these methods of moisturizing the hair. So you can use whatever liquid. What kind of liquids can you use? You can use plain water. Call it time about water. Let's have a sip of water. Are you guys drinking your water? And today we are drinking core water. Okay. So yeah, so you can use water. You can also use a liquid leave-in conditioner. If you're coming right out of the shower, you can just use your leave-in conditioner. You can also use green tea. Okay, use green tea instead of black tea because green tea has lower calcium. Green tea has lower caffeine levels and it won't dry out your hair. It will actually condition your hair according to green tea scientists. They say that it works really well, especially if you have dandruff. You want to use green tea. You can also use aloe vera juice, or you can use a mixture of all these liquids. The O is simply oil, your mixtures of oil, simple oil, jojoba oil. Your C will be your cream, moisturizing cream. Some stylers that like curl defining creams, curl enhancing smoothie, you can use those as your cream. And then the other one, shea butter oil and all that stuff, and castor oil will be your S for your sealant. So let's continue with, I hope you guys have got that mini information about how to moisturize your hair, or the 100 ways to moisturize our natural crown. Yeah, so I see some people do the local method and it worked well for them, and I just want to say welcome to Divine Right. I didn't see you there. Welcome. And also Stunningly, Alicia, and I don't know if I missed somebody else. I believe that's it. Yeah, okay. So Stunningly says, can blow drying your hair on cool still damage your hair? When you blow dry your hair on cool, I've not had any issue. I've done it several times before. I've not had any issue with that. The only issue that I've read, well, I watched someone do this. They had an issue where when they used the cool hair, their hair felt stiffer than when they used the heat. So that's the only thing. In terms of damage, I don't believe so, because let me plug this in again. I know it's loud. Bear with me. So let's try this again, and I'm gonna tell you why. Okay. So when you blow dry your hair on cool, the way you won't get it to damage your hair is when you blow it on cool, turn your knob to low. Okay. Keep it on low, then keep it right here on cool. Okay, so now you can give yourself a blast of cold hair. This is cold hair. So I'm going to turn it on low. Okay, and then I'm gonna turn this to cool right here. So let's make sure we put, okay. So you see, the cool hair feels like, I'll tell you what it feels like. It feels as if summer just started. It's not super hot. It's that kind of heat that, okay, it's not too hot. So, but the when you use it, I'll say just be careful not to accidentally turn it to high, using high and cool or something like that. The yeah, high, cool, because then you give a blast. It just gives that blast of the coolness. And when it gives the blast of the coolness, it feels a little bit warmer than normal. And I hope I've not confused you on this. So yeah. Let's see. So Joy says, I'm talking about if their colleague laugh at them about their hair and styles. Let me see. I think I missed your question. Oh, yeah. So someone says, she said, please, what challenges did you have with hairstyles your girls wear? Do other people make fun of them? We actually, there was a hairstyle that my daughter had, and she mentioned it. This was when she was, I won't say when Eniola was 7, 8 years old. Her daddy did a video with her on Discovery Natural channel. You can find the video by searching on YouTube for Discovery Natural space daddy. All the videos will show him doing the girl's hair or something of that sort. The one he did with my daughter, it was gonna do 2 puffs. And my daughter was like, oh, they call me Mickey Mouse. I think that's the only time that she has had any issues. But their school, they know that they're really into their hair. So people actually go to them to ask for advice and stuff, and they've not had any real people making fun of them. So that's the only thing. If your kid is struggling with that, you need to sit them down, talk to them, show them online kids that have different hairstyle. And it might be that you don't want to do so many trendy hairstyle, so that they don't look too, I don't know how to say it without being offensive. When kids are growing and they're trying to fit in, you want them to, of course, embrace their natural hair, but you also don't want to let them have this huge, do you guys know what I'm talking about? This huge demarcation where when you see them, maybe they have this hairstyle where there is like horns, like for example, I will not let my kids go to school with their hair after threading it and let it stick out like that. I'm not going to do that to my kids. Yes, I love threaded hairstyle. They've worn threaded hairstyle to school, but what I do with the threaded hairstyle, African threading hairstyle, is I might put a cornrow, do a style, and kind of twist the hair so that it looks like twists. So it doesn't make them the focus. It's not too distracting. Let's talk about distracting hairstyles. In my daughter's middle school manual for school, one of the rules of the school is you cannot come to school with hairstyles or hair color. Actually, they said hair color. No. Hairstyles, yeah, hairstyles or hair colors that are distracting. Because when hairstyles become distracting, kids are more focused on your hair than on the book. So you kind of have to see it from the school's perspective. I'm all for wearing your big afro to school. I'm all for wearing a twister, which my daughters wear. But then when it becomes that your hair becomes the focus instead of education, then you have to be very mindful of that. And I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. Okay. What oils do you recommend for low porosity hair? If your hair is low porosity, like mine is low porosity, low medium porosity, so I can pretty much use a lot of different oils, but you want to look for light oils. Grapeseed oil is good, almond oil, sweet almond oil is good, apricot oil is good. One of those light oils are very good. Yeah. So mom of 4, she says she uses water and oil, and she has locks, so she uses water and oil, and it works great for them. Okay, for loco, would your hair be too greasy? No, your hair will not be too greasy. It depends on the amount that you put in it. Some people just use their cream. They don't even use liquid, which don't even know how that works. But yeah, your hair will not be too greasy, but use just a little bit of amount. If you find that it sits on your hair, then you might not want to do the local method. So you might want to do something different and just stick with the liquid oil and cream, because the cream already has oils. So we have to be mindful of that. The cream already has oils. Um, yeah. So let's see. Any more questions? When Alicia said, when wearing cornrows, does blow drying help stretch the hair more when it's taken out? Um, if you wear cornrows, your hair will be stretched regardless. Now, if you wear cornrows and your hair was blow dried prior, when cornrows, flat twist or even braids, your hair will be more stretched. Yes, it will be more stretched. That's why you see some people, when if you go on YouTube and you're looking for hairstyles and you say twist out after blow drying, their hair has more volume than someone that did twist on wet hair or twist on damp hair. So yeah. Okay, let's see which other questions we have. So yeah. Oh, Miss Blue said that she loves Moe Moisture that I recommended, which was the Moe Moisture Agave. That one was good, especially as a leave-in. Is this only for protein treatment or can it be used as deep you can use this as a protein treatment conditioner, you know. I don't use it as a deep conditioner per se. I've used it as a leave-in moisturizer, which works excellently for me, but I would treat this more like a protein treatment for me. Yeah. So okay, so if anybody else has any more questions, if not, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I don't want to take a lot of your weekend. I hope you guys, if you have any questions after this live chat, post your questions in the comment area. If you cannot, if you need your questions answered immediately, like right now, go on Facebook and search for Discover Facebook, and go on Facebook, and on there you'll see Discover Natural. Search for Discover Natural on Facebook and you can ask me questions. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you guys on Sunday, next week Sunday at 3 p.m. Central Time. Take care, guys. Bye. Oh, I think I got one question came out. Oh, quick, let me answer this question fast. If I'm doing a twist out and want to dry it fast with a blow dryer, you use the heat tamer right before you use the blow dryer. I hope that answers your question, Alfreda. Bye.